Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have a very exciting collab today with two of my favorite people in the panning community, DW from Deb's Beauty Diary and Kaylin from Makeup Lens. I will have both of their channels and their Instagrams linked down below. We are doing a collab today using the same eyeshadows, and we each picked two eyeshadows from three different palettes. So I will get into that in a minute, but I am just so excited. I'm a little scared because obviously, like, there are 6 random shades that we have to put a look together with, but I think we are all very creative people with our makeup, and I think it's going to be really fun to see all the different ways that we use these shadows and what the 3 different looks, if they're like similar or different. But go check their videos out down below. If you are here from either DW's channel or Kaylin's channel, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you stick around and subscribe, and of course like this video if you love collabs. So we were chatting, and this was DW's idea, and I love that she wanted to do this with me and Kay. So we talked through our makeup collections and found out that we do have 3 different eyeshadow palettes similar. So the first one is Garden of Juvia's Place, and the way that we decided to pick the shades is like alphabetical order. So this is alphabetically first, and DW's name is alphabetically first as well. So she picked 2 eyeshadows from this palette, and she picked this yellow shimmer daffodil and this orangey pink shimmer blossom. So it's this yellow and this like orangey pink duochrome. The next palette that we all had similar was the Ghost Town USA from Nomad, and since Kay's initials are the next in alphabetical order, she got to choose the 2 shades from this palette, and she chose the shade Deadwood and Ghost Train, which are these 2 next to each other. We'll kind of try to show the shift of that shimmer, but those are the 2 shades from this palette. And then the last palette that we had similar isn't exact, but they both have the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I have the Coastal Alter Ego palette, which is, you know, supposed to be a dupe for the Huda palette. So the shades are very similar, and I will have a picture of the Huda Beauty palette here so you can see them next to each other. But because I'm the initials that was last alphabetically, I was able to see like the shades that they picked first, and I saw that there were already 3 shimmers, and so I knew that, you know, too many shimmers was kind of going to be hard to create a look, so I did choose 2 mattes from this palette. Of course, I had to go with the pink matte here. What is that called? Shell. And then I kind of wanted to do a little bit out of my comfort zone and throw in this warm matte down in this shade called Cocoa. So we have Cocoa and Shell out of this palette. I will show you the color story here. So wow, that yellow from Juvia's is actually like a green. Leave it to DW to pick such interesting shades. This is that orangey pink from, these 2 are Juvia's Place Gardens of Juvia's. These are the 2 from Ghost Town USA, and these are the 2 from the Rose Quartz / Coastal palette. I have something in mind. I don't know if it's going to work out because the swatches look different from how they look in the palette. They even look different like on camera than they do in front of me. Wow, but I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to do this together. I forgot to mention, of course, I have a full face of makeup on, but just nothing on my eyes, no mascara or anything. Also, I don't really have anything in my brows today. I did try to use like a brow gel, but I think it's empty. I think it's dead. I've had it forever. I've used it a ton. I was just taking a break from it, and I think I'm gonna call it an empty for January. So I am filming this a little bit early, a few days before we are putting this up. But oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the most obvious. I like to do that. And go in with the pink shade called Shell from the Coastal palette, but of course it's a different shade in the Huda. I'm just gonna call it what it is in my palette, but just trust that it's the same shade and tone in the Huda Rose Quartz that they're using. And I'm just gonna take this in the inner half of my crease. I honestly have no idea how DW and Kaylin will use these shades. It's going to be so interesting to see if we used any of the shades in the exact same way or if our looks are similar at all. There are a few ways I could go about this. I could easily do like a halo eye, but I feel like I just did a halo eye with my collab with Annie Does Stuff. So I don't want to do that. And I always do an eyeshadow wing. I could easily do an eyeshadow wing with that dark brown. But I just want to, I want to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. That's the whole point of this. I am going to go in with Cocoa from this palette, the warm, that very last swatch there. And I'm going to throw this with just the same. No, I want to take a different brush. And I'm going to throw this in the outer half of my lid. Don't know what shape I'm going to do. I think I will kind of bring it out a little bit, not do rounded, but maybe make a little point. Just a little more dramatic. If I knew when I joined the panning community and started posting, if I knew that I would find such lovely people and friends, I don't know where I was going with that, but oh my. What is happening here? Apparently I had like a ton. I think I was focusing on what I wanted to say, but then what I was saying was not making any sense in my brain, and I just kept on like packing it on. Well, this is gonna get pretty dramatic. I'm gonna pull this in just a little bit. What I was trying to say is I love these beautiful panner friends of mine. They are not even like panner friends anymore. They are my friends. I know things about them that maybe other people in this community don't. We have like a little group chat that we talk to each other on. We share pictures of our lives. Like, it's just so nice having them in my life. And it's kind of crazy because like we are from different states of the country. We are all in the United States, but we are spread apart, but we are able to connect via makeup, but then connect even further, through just chatting and learning about each other. And I just think that is such a positive thing that has come out of panning for me, and I just love it. I just love them, and I love it. I'm just gonna leave that like that. I am not happy with this eye at all. I love this eye. This eye is always my favorite. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that and reassess as we go further. So, oh boy. I mean, I basically have to put that yellow in my inner corner. Like, it's just like calling for the inner corner. So I am gonna do that. I'm sorry if that's like so predictable. But if I want to enjoy this look, I have to do that. So just gonna take Daffodil here. I might add this in other spots too. That is such a beautiful inner corner. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll just do like a gradient. For now, I'm going to do a gradient from this shade in the outer half of my lid and this shade in the inner half of my lid. So since I have this palette out, I'm just going to go in to Blossom here on my finger and put that in the inner half. I feel like K and DW are a lot more creative with their looks, and I feel like what I'm doing is very predictable, but hopefully they're doing something different. That is really pretty. Now I'm going to take the Ghost Town USA palette and grab the shade Ghost Train as a reminder of what it looks like here. I'm just going to take that on my finger as well. I feel like, I don't know how I feel about Nomad shimmer formula. I just don't know. They're very soft. Ooh. I'm just going to take my other finger and kind of blend. Ooh, that's pretty. I feel like I might need to add a little bit of something there. Yeah, Nomad shimmers are very emollient. They move around a lot. And they kind of feel a little weird, honestly. Hopefully you can hear me. Man, this eye is just a mess. What is going on with this eye? Just gonna clean my fingers off. I don't know. Should I tell you a little bit about myself? If you're new here, I have a 17-month-old. Oh my gosh, he'll be 18 months at the end of February, which is crazy. He is walking around, talking. He is saying like a few words together, which is a big milestone. I'm just going to take a little bit more of Blossom and kind of try to mix those together a little bit better. I am a stay-at-home mom. I am looking for work or an income of something that I can stay at home. I don't think that makeup is that for me. I mean, I spend a lot of my time thinking about makeup and panning and all that stuff, but I just don't feel like I could make money from this. I'm gonna put Daffodil just on the center of my lid. I'm just using my finger. Oh. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if it's because it's like completely out of my comfort zone or if the colors just aren't working very well together. I mean, it's kind of a cool gradient, but I feel like when I just look at my eyes, it just feels weird. What should I do on my bottom lash line? So I have not used this shade yet. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I kind of want to, I will put this like, oh my gosh, so typical of me. I'm going to do a wing. I'm just going to do a wing. If this is an introduction of my channel to you, I do a lot of eyeshadow wings. And of course, my favorite eyeshadow wing brush is dirty. So I don't know if this is going to turn out that good, but I'm just going to take this Eco Tools angled brush, and this deep shade comes from the Ghost Town palette here. I also get a little sidetracked when I talk and do my makeup at the same time. So I'm jumping around a lot. Oh, we're going dramatic today. Ooh, I think because I'm used to like a smaller angled brush for my everyday wings, so this is a little bigger. Definitely creates like a bigger wing. I need to blend this out before I wing it. I'm gonna take my lid setting shade brush. I'm not putting any product on it, and I'm gonna just be very light because this could get very like messy. But I'm just gonna go around the edges a little bit. Again, very light pressure. I feel like that's working. I don't want to mess it up, but I feel like I need to add a little bit more of this color here. So I'm not going to take any more product on my original brush either. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that. I did it. I like that a lot better, so I'm glad I did that. Okay, going in with the wing. I just stamp the shape and drag it when I know there's not like a ton of product left on my brush. I do have slightly hooded eyes on this side. Okay, oof. Bloop. Okay. I'm just gonna take that brush, no extra product, and I'm gonna bring this color, connect it, and bring it in like halfway. This eye is never my favorite. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, you should, I always post my makeup looks on there, and I always post this eye because I feel like it just looks so much better than this one. My face is definitely not symmetrical. I hope you can not hear my neighbor's dogs, but yeah, I think I want to add some of that other color from Nomad, the like pinky purple one in the middle. I want to add that to my lower lash line a little bit. So I'm going to take a brush. I don't know if it picks up very well on a brush. You even see that? Am I in focus? I'm going to use a different brush. This brush is not cooperating. Is my camera focusing? Is it my eyeballs? And I will overlap it, kind of go towards the center. Yeah, I think adding shimmer to the bottom lash line always just adds like a little something something. So I did bring my mascara. I just opened this brand new Lash Princess lash. It's the green one. False lash effect. Looking for a mirror. So I don't know how this one will perform because this is literally the first time I'm using it, and I typically like this mascara after it's been open for a little while. Okay, I'm gonna finish this eye, zoom you out, and we can talk about the look as a whole. Okay, here we go. This is the color story. I think I did good. I feel like I did a very typical Stephanie look. So if you're here for that, I did it. Here are the shades next to the eye look. I just love the shape of my eyes. A wing. I just love it. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you would have used these shades differently. And of course, subscribe if you're not already. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.